Thuniga. Left corner for Olivia O'Mealy. We're up. Kelty, hello. Well, we welcome you into the Rose Hill Gym and apologize profusely for the technical difficulties, but we have finally gotten our broadcast up. It's the third quarter between the Fordham Rams and the NJIT Highlanders here in game 1 of 2 of the Fordham basketball doubleheader. Alexis Black works into the paint and with 1 foot fades away and hits it, makes it 48-36. And now a steal by Kayla Berry, but she throws it away immediately. 6:20 to go in the third. Top of the key for Marissa Gingrich. Stepping through into the lane goes Thunia, but it's poked away by the Rams, and it's a turnover. Alexis Black across the timeline. Fires into the left corner. Lucretia Edwards. Left wing three is good. Lucretia Edwards brings Fordham within double digits. It's now 48-39.
Those are the type of shots, if you're the Fordham Rams, Tucker, you want to make to cut this lead down a lot more. Big shot right there for Fordham, and that's a great three and something that you need to see go in, especially right now. Only 1 for 5 on the game from 3. That was their first three-point shot all day, so that's a big shot for Fordham to see go through.
Once again, just want to apologize to any of the listeners tuning in now on WFUV Sports YouTube page. We were unable to get our broadcast going for the first half of this game, but then finally put some things together to get you a majority of the second half here as we have 5:54 to go in the third quarter. And Kurt, with a media timeout, now might be a good time for anyone who wasn't able to pay attention to the game before this to give them some of the keys. What do you got, Kurt?
Well, Tucker, so far in this game, I mean, with the 3 quarters that have been played so far, this NJIT team, Tucker, has a lot of length on it, a lot of good players that have been doing a lot of stuff this season. But so far, what's been going on is that Fordham has to defend the three-point shot a lot better. In this game, NJIT was 5 for 13 from 3, and they were hitting a lot of their shots last quarter, went 4 for 7 from the three-point line in the second quarter before halftime. Fordham right now doing a much better job defending NJIT, but it's going to take a little bit of time for them. For Fordham to try to adjust themselves as they're trying to cut down another lead. I mean, Tucker, we saw against Adelphi on Monday, Fordham has the ability to come back from these kinds of leads, but so does NJIT have the poise to do the same thing against Sacred Heart. They had to come back and close it out in the fourth quarter with a big run. Both of these teams are very capable at doing these things. It just depends on which team is going to clean up the ball first. I mean, let's talk about turnovers first as well. Turnovers, Fordham has 12, NJIT has 11. Taking care of the basketball is another big key to the game for both of these squads.
Yeah, Kurt, we can talk about the three-point shooting as well, because going into the half, NJIT was raining threes down on the Rams. They had collapsed into the paint to try and defend in that area. Because NJIT is also a very physical team, a very large team that can kind of enforce their will under the basket, NJIT currently leads the Rams 30-24 in terms of the paint points, just somewhere where Fordham excelled against Adelphi, but this time running into a bit of a size issue. They try to come inside to defend it, and then it opens up the three-point shot for NJIT.
Well, the thing is, Tucker, for NJIT, the physical size, Fordham, like you were saying, collapses on itself trying to defend underneath the basket. Last game against Adelphi, 33 paint points for Fordham. It's not going to be the same kind of thing today. Adelphi has multiple players that are over 6 feet tall. As well, they are able to just play together. 11 returners on this squad. In the age of paying players and NIT, is that so many players are going to not come back because they can transfer and make more somewhere else or get more playing time somewhere else. It's rare that you get 11 returners coming back.
Alyssa Gingrich is the leading scorer for NJIT with 13. Her career high is 14, so just 1 point off a career mark for Gingrich. Inbound from NJIT, and they have it on the left block. Moving strong to the basket and scoring is Kylie Welsh, the redshirt junior from Clearwater, Florida. But now Fordham working the offense the other way. Lucretia Edwards steps through the lane and gets it out for Alexis Black. Black pulls the three from the right wing, and that one is good. Alexis Black drills the three to make it a 50-42 game with 5:15 to go in the third.
Seems like Fordham has caught the three-point bug, Tucker, and they're starting to see ones go through, and that's a big shot for Fordham to get.
Alejandra Zuniga on the ball now to the left wing for Mackenzie Wright-Rawls. Wright-Rawls finds Zuniga again. She steps back, puts up the three. That's no good. Rebounded underneath by Niankin for the Rams. She gets it to Alexis Black. She steps into a left wing three, but it's short, air ball, and out of bounds off the Rams. It'll be NJIT's ball. 4:49 to go in the third quarter. Fordham trailing by 8.
It's not a bad shot right there for Alexis Black to take. It's just something that maybe passing the ball a little bit more, getting comfortable with the squad, that might have helped that shot just a little bit more if you were trying to get the defenders away from you. But if you're Coach Bridgette Mitchell, you're liking what you're seeing on the court so far, a lot more physical play.
See, Alexis Black has 11 points for the Fordham Rams. It's her second straight game in double figures. She also has 2 rebounds and 2 assists in the game. Add a steal to that line. Kayla Berry, the other leading scorer for the Rams, has 8. She had a bit of a quiet night against Adelphi, but Kayla Berry was a big part of the offensive production at times for the Rams last season.
Kayla Berry, a good microwave scorer for the Fordham Rams. I mean, she's been here for a while. She knows what she has to do for Fordham, and she's been doing a pretty good job at that now in this game. I mean, this is what Coach Bridgette Mitchell wants, is that her players prove themselves through the committee and who is going to be able to step up in the game. Tucker, she's talked about wanting a 7 to 8 man rotation in this season. But she says how hard that is when every player is playing to their top potential and trying their hardest. And that is exactly what you're seeing from maybe last game. Ugne Sergenteta was the woman that was stepping up for Fordham and having a big night with 14 points. But now Kayla Berry's the one that's stepping up for the night and having a big night with 8 points. It's just going to be who is going to step up in the time that they are given. And right now that's Kayla Berry and Alexis Black, the captain of the Fordham Rams.
Another captain for this Rams squad, Lucretia Edwards, is up to 7 points now. But still, you look at that 3-point shot disparity, 5 for 14 for NJIT, 2 for 7 for the Fordham Rams. The shooting from range hurting the Fordham Rams a little bit more. But again, another big improvement from last year for the Rams. They're 6 for 6 from the free throw line today. That might just be keeping them in this game, Kurt. Only down 8 here in the third quarter.
You know, Tucker, both Fordham teams have had their struggles with the free throw in last year's season. But, you know, that's something that you have to work on. You can't give up the free shots that you're being given a lot of the time. That's the hardest part about the game of basketball, is that when you're given these layups, sometimes these things don't always work out. But for Fordham at the moment, things are starting to work out, getting those free throws, getting that free 6 points, keeping them in this game, especially a very physical game. There's going to be a lot of fouls in this game, especially down the stretch when the team starts to tie it up. So it's going to be a very physical game. Fordham's going to have to keep knocking down those free throws.
They're going to have to keep getting to the line too, Kurt, trying to draw those fouls. But it's 2 players in double figures for the Highlanders. We already mentioned Gingrich with her 13, but Olivia Kulik with 12 also for NJIT. Kulik, man, she is really a talented player. She tied the American East record last season with 10 Rookie of the Week selections. And of course, that led to her becoming the America East Conference Rookie of the Year as well. She played in 27 games and started 25 as a freshman last year for NJIT.
Just see how important she is for this NJIT squad.
NJIT tries to push the pace into the paint, and they draw a foul that's going to send Mackenzie Wright-Rawls to the free throw line here. 4:42 to go. Still an 8-point lead for NJIT.
Mackenzie Wright-Rawls today again, 5 points, 2 of 3 from the field goal. She is 1 of 2 from the free throw line so far, but she has been pretty good for this NJIT squad, missing her first free throw right there. Maybe hitting another 50% for Kenzie Wright rolls. But these are the types of shots that you want Fordham needs not to go down for NJIT to get back into this game.
Yeah, Wright rolls, misses the second, but the rebound tipped away, and it's picked up by Edwards and now given to Black. Alexis Black to the top of the key. She's working on Gingrich. She gets it inside to Precious Omashola, who doesn't quite put the ball on the floor before she starts moving her legs. That's a travel, and so NJIT will get possession back. Alejandra Zuniga with it, across the tie line. Now working to the arc on the left side, around a screen. Zuniga still with it, guarded by Mason Hill. She gets it across for Gingrich, and as a loose ball, Gingrich lost control of it. It goes out of bounds onto the NJIT bench. Fordham with the ball, 4:09.
Looked like Gingrich right there was trying to pass it out to somebody else on the line, but no one else to pass it to. This is the opportunity right now that Fordham has to score to get right back into this game.
Black has it for the Rams. Gets it up top for Lucretia Edwards. She pulls top of the key three. No good. Left iron. And Ornella Niankin tries to collect the rebound, but it goes out of bounds.
Lucretia Edwards, transfer student. She shot 35% from the three-point line. A very good clip. Another thing that maybe she could pass the ball out just a little bit more, Tucker.
Driving into the lane. Now a swing all the way to the left side for Zuniga. Her three is no good. Rebound, and NJIT has it again. Swung into the right corner. Another wide open look for three, and that one is good. Marissa Gingrich for her career high in points tonight. Up to 16 now on 7 for 12 shooting, and NJIT's back out in front by 11. Driving underneath, it's Alexis Black. Her layup goes over the rim, but she draws the foul and will go to the free throw line. 53-42, NJIT with the lead, 3:19 to go.
Well, Tucker, that immediate shot by NJIT on the other side of the court, you know what that shows? The ability to rebound the ball more. They are getting extra opportunities so they can pass the ball around and hit an open three like that to get the lead back up. They're very hot from three so far in this game. I know that was the second three-point shot that they hit in this half so far. But you don't want to let them get going again. That's not something that Fordham needs, especially when they are now currently trying to get back in this game, now going under 10 after Alexis Black hits one of her two free throws, 43-53.
Makes the second of two to go 5 for 6 from the line tonight. Fordham bringing the press now as Ugne Serto Teta checks back in. Fordham benches really want a foul or a turnover, but it's going to be a quick two on the other end for Olivia Kulik. Easy as you like from the right block. 55-43. Alexis Black pushing the pace. Now pulls up at the top of the paint. No good. Rebounded Serto Teta. Ugne underneath. Fires it to the left corner. Here's a three from Alexis Black. That's no good off the front iron. Ball saved before it went out of bounds by Niankin. Ugne has it. It's poked away, but that's a reach by Allison Cannon as Serto Teta hits the deck. And the ball will come underneath the basket for an inbound. 55-43, 2:45 to go in the third quarter.
Ugne immediately impacting the game as she comes in. Just the big body, Fordham's tallest member of the team, and just immediately can dish the ball out, can defend well, doing a very good job.
Edwards faked the shot off the inbound, and now Fordham sets up the offense. Karen Easley. Down to the right block. That's no good for Niankin. Fight for the rebound between Serto Teta and Alejandra Zuniga, but Zuniga wins that fight. The feisty 5'6" guard beating out the 6'1" Ugne Serto Teta.
Alejandra from Spain, Tucker, very good member of this team. Before this, she has so many notes about how important she is for this NJIT team. I had to write it in on her number slide on this. 5th in scoring. She scores 16 points a game last season. She had 24 against Sacred Heart the last time out.
Zuniga has it again. Out of Madrid, Spain. Moves inside the arc. Her pass is poked away, but it's recollected by Marissa Gingrich. Top of the key three from Zuniga is no good. Rebounded by Ugne, and she gets it to Alexis Black. Black at pace down to the other end. One to beat. She passes it to Niankin. Niankin up with the easy right hand. Assisted by Alexis Black, and it's a 10-point game.
Alexis Black with great court vision there to get the ball out.
NJIT on the other end now. In the corner, it's Ava Locklear. Locklear moves to the left block. Now gets it to Olivia Kulik. Kulik fades to her right and hits the midi right at the elbow. 57-45 with a minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. Alexis Black quickly with a three on the other end, and she answers from the right wing. Alexis Black pulls Fordham back within 9 now. Into the right corner, wide open three, Ava Locklear, that's no good. Rebound NJIT. Thuniga has it right wing. Now into the corner, it's a wide open look for three from Gingrich. It's no good. She gets her own rebound though. Now fires it out. Another open look for Olivia O'Mealy. She thinks better of it. Passes to the left for Olivia Kulik, and now it's O'Mealy's shot again from the left wing, but no good. Off the front rim, Fordham rebounds. Karen Easley, the freshman, switches to her left hand, thinks about a midi, but now puts it back on the floor. Alexis Black up top will call the play. 48 seconds to go in the third quarter, 15 seconds on the game or on the shot clock. Alexis Black gets a screen from Serto Teta. Looking for the roll, but it wasn't there. Now gets it inside for Ugne. The pass from the Yankin. Good and one. Ugne Serto Teta will go to the line for a three-point play. Fordham down 57-50 with 35.9 to go in the third.
Ugne with just a tough finish, Tucker, getting pushed and then finishing with the shot. Just a great job for Ugne right there, getting Fordham back on the board. Now down 7 after being down double figures in this third.
Fordham, as we mentioned when we came live on the air, Kurt, Fordham has been... Well, they haven't been known to get out of deficits, at least last season, but then against Adelphi, they really showed us how different of a team they were, as Sertao Teta knocks down the free throw for the three-point play and then takes a seat. 6-point game here, 30 seconds to go in the third. NJIT gets it in. Ball is loose. It's taken away by Ornella Niankin. She's driving. She finds Mason. Her layup's no good. Saltos tries the rebound, but she can't get it. It's rebounded by Kulik. It was Mason Hill's shot that was no good. Hill now guarding Alejandra Thuniga. Hill reaches, she can't get it. And now she's called for the foul as Thuniga began a drive, and she got a little hand check there from Mason Hill.
If you're Fordham, that is not a foul that you want to give away, Tucker. Just let them get into their pace and rhythm. I understand that that's what you're trying to do, but you just gave away shots. Actually, no, they're going to rebound. They're going to go off the line.
Yeah, the referee here is standing on the left, on the near sideline.
Seems like
NJIT thought they had the bonus, but they did not, so now they'll inbound. 6 seconds to go, shot clock turned off, 6.5 to be exact.
Seems like a lot of us were confused, Tucker.
So 6.5 seconds. They'll get a quick inbound and maybe a couple of dribbles before the shot has to go up. Karen Easley guarding the inbounder. Piper Engelby. She gets it to Alejandra Thuniga. Who else? Underhanded layup is no good. There is not a shot before the buzzer, though NJIT did get the rebound. And Fordham comes storming back in the third quarter to make this a 6-point game before we go to the fourth, Kurt.
Well, Tucker, I mean, look at the difference in scoring for this game. Fordham right now in the first and second combined for 28 points. In that third quarter, they were flat with 23 points, outscoring NJIT's 15. The thing that you want if you're Fordham, you got to defend the three more. You cannot keep giving up those open looks because as we can see, they keep shooting those three-point shots if you're NJIT, which, I mean, if you're going to leave them open, it makes sense for NJIT to take those shots. But as well as rebounding, Fordham has a strong rebounding team, was one of the league leaders in O-boards last season, as well as defensive rebounds, top in the A10 as well. In the nation, they were very high in that as well. I think if you're Fordham, you got to keep with the stuff that you are good at. Rebound the ball efficiently and try to get to your spots and shoot. That's what they were doing well now. That's what they have to do again in this fourth quarter to come back and maybe one Fordham team to beat an NJIT squad this season.
Absolutely, Kurt. And at the end of the third quarter, we're going to step away for just a moment, but don't go anywhere. The fourth quarter is coming up next between Fordham and NJIT on WFUV Sports.
I'm Kurt Sippel, telling you to tune into One on One, New York's longest-running sports call-in show. Catch us live every Saturday on our WFUV Sports YouTube Live from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and later on 90.7 WFUV from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. We break down the week's latest headlines with our collection of tri-state area beat reporters, along with interviews with your favorite athletes and media personalities. WFUV is your home to talk all things New York sports.
And welcome back inside the Rose Hill Gym here on the campus of Fordham University in the Bronx, New York. Tucker Austin and Kurt Sippel with you as we await the start of the final 10 minutes, the fourth quarter, between the Fordham Rams and the NJIT Highlanders. 57-51 is the lead for NJIT, and they have led since halftime and beyond. But Fordham was in much rougher shape at the end of the first half than they find themselves in now, Kurt. Just a 6-point deficit, and with plenty of the momentum on their side, but they're still going to need to be solid on the defensive side to keep this NJIT team from scoring well, simultaneously getting much more efficient on the offensive end to try and get back into this one. The leading scorers are Marissa Gingrich and Olivia Kulik for NJIT. They both have 16. Kulik 16, have come on 7 of 8 shooting from the field. Meanwhile, the Rams' leading scorer is Alexis Black, who has 15 on 4 of 10 shooting, 2 for 4 from 3 and 5 for 6 from the free throw line. Then Kayla Berry with 8. Inbound for the Rams, and it's Karen Easley. Tries to find Alexis Black in the corner. A wild save, no look, and fires it back onto the court, and that's going to be a jump ball, but possession arrow for NJIT.
NJIT is getting another opportunity. Alexis Black just not able to handle the pass that they were given right there. It's okay for now, but cannot allow NJIT to score on this possession, because in opening the quarter and being up again, they can go up again 9 points. That's not what you want.
Alejandra Zuniga, the Spaniard, 1 for 10 from the floor. An off-shooting night for her. As she rolls one in, the announcers curse at its finest, and it's 59-51 after the layup by Zuniga. Going the other way is Alexis Black. She tries the same shot, but can't get it to go. Now she gets it for 3 from the left wing, and it's pure. Alexis Black makes it 59-54, 9:15 to go in the fourth.
Alexis Black trying to do the offense all herself, and NJIT turns the ball over to give Fordham another chance. Alexis Black doing this all herself for Fordham, has all of the three-point shots for the Fordham Rams so far. Actually, she has 3 of the 4 of the three-point shots for this Fordham Rams so far today. She's doing a great job already with 18 points on the night, Tucker. She's just eclipsed her Fordham career high, what was 14 against the Delphi, now 18. She's willing Fordham back into this game.
Looking for her first 20-piece as a Ram. Black has it, left wing, fires across from Mason Hill. Hill finds Karen Easley. The freshman drives to the right block, up with the right hand, and it's good. The underhanded lay by Karen Easley, and it's a 3-point game, 59-56.
Karen Easley, such impressive play for a freshman.
Driving into the lane, a lot of contact, but there is a block before the contact by Kayla Berry. The shooter was Marissa Gingrich on the layup, but it's blocked away by Berry to keep this one at a 3-point game. Inbound underneath for NJIT. Corner 3 for Zuniga, and it's pure. Alejandra Zuniga getting herself going on the score sheet now.
That's one person, Tucker, you do not want to get hot, because when she's hot, she can score in bunches.
6-point game, 62-56. Fordham with it. Alexis Black on the right wing. Drives into the lane. Pulls up for a teardrop, no good. Serto Tate's rebound, and the putback also no good. Rebound NJIT. Here comes Marissa Gingrich. To the left wing for a 3 for Olivia Kulik, and it's good. Kulik, a 35% three-point shooter last year. And she hits again. Karen Easley in the left corner. Tries to go to the left block for Serto Tata, but it is out of bounds off of Ugne. And it's another turnover by the Fordham Rams.
You want to talk about efficient night. Olivia Kulik right now, 8 for 9 from the field and 3 for 3 from the three-point line. She is taking any shot she wants and hitting it.
I have to correct myself. Kulik's three-point percentage last year was 39%, a blistering mark as she hits again.
Olivia Kulik doing her best Steph Curry impression today. 4 for 4 from the three-point line.
Trying to put this game away are the Highlanders. 7:30 to go. And it's now a 12-point advantage for NJIT. Bodies falling over bodies underneath the basket, looking for the rebound. Ugne Serto Teta is still on the floor. She's clutching her right knee. Her teammates help her up, but still with a hand to that knee, trying to walk it off. And it looks like she will. Little hop in the step. But she is going to check out.
It's a big loss, Tucker, for the Rams right now out of the game. Ugne provided a pretty big spark for the Rams team so far in this game. Did a very good job coming in and giving the juice to the Fordham Rams, but now out. Fordham's going to have to try to win this one for her.
Alejandra Zuniga been doing mostly playmaking today, but she's starting to heat up in this fourth quarter, and she nearly gets that layup to go. There's a foul called. I'm not sure if it was on the floor, but I believe it was on the floor, so it's going to be under the basket.
Alejandra right there, Tucker, going through two defenders, turning, and then trying to put up a shot that she almost hit.
And the inbound immediately to Allison Cannon, and she hits the reverse layup to make it 70-56. NJIT just re-separated themselves from the Fordham Rams after they brought it within 3 points. That too is good by Alexis Black, and she's up to 20 points on the night for the Rams. Quickly the other way comes NJIT. Cannon has it, now top of the key for Locklear. Locklear back to Cannon, but there's a foul called against Kayla Berry on the floor. Or excuse me, I think that's against Emma Wilson-Saltos.
Tucker, before that Alexis Black too, Fordham was bleeding out 11 points on a run from NJIT. They've just been scoring whatever they want against this Fordham squad.
Quick three-pointer from the left corner is no good. It's short, but a open rebound. Nobody home for the Rams, and Ava Locklear puts it away for two. 72-58. NJIT has the lead with 6:35 to go in the fourth. Karen Easley tries the quick drive, but her pass to Wilson-Saltos is intercepted by Locklear. Alejandra Zuniga, right wing working on Edwards. She finds Locklear. Her three is no good from the right side, rebounded by Kayla Berry. Now a long pass down court for Emma Wilson-Saltos. Up with the right hand, it's good and one. Foul on Zuniga, and Wilson-Saltos will go to the line for a three-point play.
Emma Wilson-Saltos doing what Coach Bridgette Mitchell talks about so often is getting down on the fast break, getting into the lane, and getting to your shots. Right there, getting to the shot, pushing the pace. That's what Fordham has struggled with today in this game, but right now doing a very good job at getting that points off of the fast break for Fordham. Now with 18 on the day to NJIT's 15, Emma Wilson-Saltos has the chance to cut this to an 11-point NJIT lead.
And she hits for the three-point play, 72-61. Fordham trying to work their way back into this game after they brought it pretty close in this fourth quarter, but NJIT, an 11-point run just a couple of minutes ago to bring the score back to where it is now. Lucretia Edwards trying to guard around a screen, but it's an open look that time for Olivia Kulik, and she misses for the first time from three-point land tonight, and there's a foul underneath on the rebound.
Tucker, I thought there was three things certain tonight was death taxes and Olivia Kulik hitting perfect from the three-point line, but did not work out there.
Kulik had it at the top of the key. She passes it to Locklear. Locklear drives the left block. That's no good. Rebound Wilson-Saltos. Fight for it, though, and it's going to be a jump ball possession error to the Rams.
Fordham right there, NJIT doing a great job trying to turn Fordham over. Fordham struggling with that on the full court press that they're not running right now just because of how good this NJIT squad is. They are having hard time figuring out if they have to block the three-point line or clog the paint because they could score from everywhere.
Yeah, so efficient NJIT has been tonight. 52.5% from the field. Fordham shooting 44% from the field. similar percentages on the three-point shots, Kurt, but when you look at this box score, 9 for 26 three-pointers taken by NJIT to just 11 three-pointers taken by the Rams, and only 4 have gone home.
9 for 26, Tucker, and 4 of them are from Olivia Kulik, which I still, it's hard to watch right now. It's not hard to watch. It's impressive to watch Olivia Kulik at
hard
the
to
moment.
believe.
It is hard to, I'm at a loss for words when talking about how good Olivia Kulik has been for this NJIT squad tonight, because she went from shooting 9 and hitting 2 against a Sacred Heart team that NJIT ended up going on a winning, and today she sees an open basket and hits them. And this is a good test for the Fordham Rams so far today to see about their defense that Coach Bridgette Mitchell talks about so much, is that they have to make sure that they're discussing what they're doing as well as able to just stick together the whole time. If the Fordham Rams have the poise, they will be able to make a comeback in these last 5 minutes and 37 seconds. It is a lot of time in basketball. And
an excellent sight to see. Her Ugne Serto-Teta just ran back out from behind the Fordham bench and rejoined the huddle. She seems to be ready to get back into this game, still working a little bit on that right knee, trying to massage any pain away. But it's great to see her back out there. Her size is so crucial to this Fordham team, especially when matched up against a team like NJIT.
Ugne provides an instant rebounding skill that she is able to put out there on the floor, as well as a physicality skill and a playmaking skill. Ugne Serto-Teta is able to get the ball out anywhere on the court when she's down in the paint, and there's 3 defenders that are all going to gravitate towards her. There's open shots. Alexis Black will be able to hit those shots. They just need to make those. Fordham just needs to make those plays, and Ugne is a very integral part of that. She's not currently playing, but you can imagine that she will be checking in pretty soon.
Yeah, Coach B told us pregame that Serto-Teta learned how to direct traffic on an offense without the ball while playing international basketball for Team Lithuania, her hometown of Kaunas, Lithuania. Played her high school ball at home in Lithuania as well, and also played for the national team in several events.
She's been doing the national team, FIBA basketball, has been something that a lot of people have grown through because of how different it is from the game of basketball that we play here. FIBA basketball doing a very good job at teaching the physicality. While it is a slower game, the amount of pace, guess where she learned the pace from? Being in the Big East last year and playing against some of the top women's talent at Providence. While she might not have gotten a lot of minutes, she played 5 minutes and 9 minutes her first year, but she's showing right now that she has the poise to just do so much more for this Fordham Rams squad and provide such a big spark. Another person that provides a spark, Alexis Black. Such an impressive amount of play from her today as we get the last 5 minutes started.
5.5 to go in the game. Alexis Black on the right side working on Allison Cannon. She tries to get it to Lucretia Edwards, but it gets away. Marissa Gingrich with the steal, and now coming the other way are the Highlanders. Thought about a 3, did Kulik. She tries to get it to Thuniga. Thuniga is fouled by Anastasia Veljovic after taking hard contact off the ball with no call. She's limping just a little bit, but that foul is going to bring an inbound to the sideline for Thuniga.
You can see NJIT's head coach, Mike Lane, in his 9th year with NJIT, telling his team to calm it down because Fordham's doing a very good job at speeding up their offense right now.
Inbound to Gingrich. Gingrich with 16 for the Highlanders tonight, the second leading scorer. Her pass is poked away by Kayla Berry, who tries to save, but that right foot out of bounds as she touches it will give NJIT another inbound, but good effort by Kayla Berry to poke it out of the passing lane and chase it all the way down the court.
Those extra effort plays are how you come back in a basketball game, and she's doing that right now, and that's exactly what Coach B wants to see from her squad, not taking this lying down, and they won't do that with the last 5 minutes left to go.
Inbound to Thuniga. She initially found Locklear under the basket on a cross paint pass, but Locklear couldn't hold on to it, and it rolls away, and Fordham will retain possession. Kayla Berry with the inbound to Alexis Black, who's going to let it roll for a bit to try and save some time. 4:50 and ticking here in the fourth quarter. Fordham down by 11, 72-61. Screen by Wilson Saltos for Black on the right wing. Dribbles into the right corner. Now steps all the way into the right corner for three. She's got it. Alexis Black hits the three from the right corner to make it 72-64. Marissa Gingrich now the other way. She goes to Cannon, and now into the corner for Olivia Kulik, who hits to answer Black. Olivia Kulik is lights out tonight in the Rose Hill Gym, 75-64 NJIT. Alexis Black, left wing, tries to work her offense, but now she's fouled by Cannon after the screen set by Wilson Saltos. It's going to be on the floor, and an inbound right in front of the Fordham bench.
Tucker, it's like we're watching a three-point contest so far in this game. Just both squads going back and forth, and specifically Kulik and Black have been going back and forth trying to hit their shots, and they've been doing that. Alexis Black doing such a great job, 4 for 6 from three, heated up from the three-point line when Fordham needs it most, and getting the ball back now.
Alexis Black has only gotten better from game 1 to game 2, but Fordham in a much more difficult position here late in the game. Wilson Saltos has it at the right post, now down to the block. Her layup is no good. It goes over the basket, so no shot clock reset. Alexis Black steps into a long three at the buzzer, but no. Barry has the rebound and gets it back to Black, but it's going to go back court as Alexis Black wasn't ready for it, and it is a backcourt violation.
Kayla Berry there trying to get the ball, but just cooked it a little too long. Wasn't able to get it to Black in time. I really wanted to see if Black did get that ball, Tucker, where she would have shot it on the court, because it might have been from the Rams' eye.
Allison Cannon sends the inbound into the corner for Ava Locklear. Locklear finds Gingrich. Gingrich to the top of the key for Thuniga. Thuniga working on Mason Hill. Thuniga into the paint. Now a wide open look for Cannon. That's no good. She airballs it and rebounded by Locklear, but she tries to throw it up to the arc, but nobody's home. It goes through. It goes between two NJIT offensive players and rolls out of bounds for Fordham's ball.
NJIT in their last 1 for 5 in their last field goal attempts.
Emma Wilson-Saltos gets the inbound and backs down Locklear to the rim, no good. And a fight for the rebound. Kayla Berry wins it. Possession arrow is pointing towards the Highlanders. So effectively a turnover by the Rams there. 11-point lead for NJIT with 3:18 to go. And Kurt, you mentioned they've been on a bit of a scoring drought, but that doesn't matter at this point. They're just trying to run out this clock.
NJIT is more than happy running back and forth on the court and forcing Fordham to put up bad shots. As long as they can hold a 9 or 10-point lead, they should be able to close out this game with 3 minutes left to go.
Fordham attempts to trap with the press, and the press works very effectively that time as the ball was forward for Wright rolls at the three-point line. She tried to get into the corner, but that pass was nowhere near accurate. It goes out of bounds.
These are the purposeful presses that Coach B was talking about, trying to make sure that they're using them at the right time, and used it right there.
That is an interesting charge call if I've ever seen it, Kurt. It looked like London Lily's feet were set, but
I'm not
taking the hard contact. I believe it was Locklear.
I'm not sure about that call, Tucker.
It was a hard contact right in front, but I feel like that whistle may have come from how hard the contact was and not the nature of the contact itself, as it really looked like Lily had her feet set there, but nonetheless it was a charge.
Fordham getting the ball back after NJIT gets called for a foul. But that charge right there, it just seemed like you're calling a very physical basketball game in general. That's not a call that you would normally make on the court when you're trying to get out, call a physical game like this, Fordham vs. NJIT.
Emma Wilson-Saltos backs down Locklear again, and she gets it to go, puts it off the glass after a spin move. Wilson-Saltos with the 2, and it's 75-66, single-digit lead. Alexis Black with the steal, goes up for 2 and hits and 1. Alexis Black. She has the chance for a three-point play. It's 75-68, 2:44 to go, and there's some life in this gym once again, Kurt.
Alexis Black, Tucker did a Euro step to the basket, finishing at the rim, and then getting fouled to finish, hopefully trying to finish a three-point play at the line here. A great play for Fordham and a great play for the one that has 25 points on the night for Fordham, doing it all herself currently, just willing Fordham back. 26 points on the night after she hits that foul shot for Fordham.
6-point lead for NJIT. Fordham still pressing, but they break it. Olivia Kulik gets it back for Alejandra Thuniga. Thuniga gets it to Gingrich. Gingrich has it left wing, finds Thuniga. Thuniga on the right wing. Guarded by Easley. Now left wing for Locklear. Fakes off Saltos. Wide open three in the corner for Gingrich. It's no good. Bounces off the rim. Rebounded by Easley. She's pointing towards the Rams, and they give it to the Rams. It was a race for the basketball. Both players reached for it and Easley did not tip it out of bounds. It's off of NJIT.
Fordham with extra effort, but playing smart basketball, knowing not to touch the ball, and knowing that NJIT touched it last and getting the ball back for another possession.
2:15 to go in the fourth quarter, and that's going to be a travel against Alexis Black, but the ball was loose. And it seems like he calls a double dribble there. And that's the second call in the last 2 minutes that has looked awfully questionable, Kurt.
These fans in this building are standing up and yelling at the ref, Tucker. For our audio listeners seeing that right now, the fans are very unhappy with the referee call as NJIT tries to break the Fordham press once again.
Allison Cannon has it right wing, picks up the dribble, and she's going to be pressed here by Niankin, but they call the foul. Or no, it's a timeout called by NJIT, rather. Not a foul against the Yankin. Mike Lane wants to talk things over after Cannon picked up the ball.
NJIT getting rushed by Fordham right now, and Alexis Black is making NJIT try to rush now because she's hitting a lot of the shots for Fordham, doing very impressive stuff. 4 from 7 from the three, 8 for 17 from the field goal for Alexis Black. Doing everything to will Fordham back in this game, and they're back in this game. One 3-point shot, Tucker, and they are all the way coming back down 2 with 2 minutes left to go. You can see the amount of poise that this Fordham Rams team has against Adelphi, the same amount of things that went wrong for Fordham coming back now. Fordham not turning the ball over as much. 20 turnovers in this game. While it looks like a lot, Fordham was on pace for way more than that in the first half and the third quarter. Now taking care of the basketball a lot more and playing very hard and playing very smart. Now you have to defend this possession on NJIT. You cannot let them see another one go in and then come back and try to score with pace.
Thuniga inbounds to Cannon, and it's a jump ball as Mason Hill gets her hands on the basketball against Allison Cannon. And the possession arrow pointing to the Rams, so great play that time by Mason Hill to win possession. Alexis Black has it. Left side guarded closely by Allison Cannon. Cannon has 4 fouls. Easily works the dribble screen with Black. Black throws up a wild shot off the side of the rim. It's rebounded by Niankin. Into the left wing for Karen Easley. Her three is good. Karen Easley for 3. 75-72. A minute 38 to go in the fourth. Fordham still pressing. Ball is thrown away and it goes over the scorer's table. Fordham is going to have possession in a 3-point game.
Tucker, if I could tell you Rose Thrill is at its peak right now. People are here screaming. Excitement is happening. Fordham with an incredible 3 right there from the freshman Karen Easley, showing the poise that she has brought to this Fordham roster. And right now, Niankin inbounding right in front of us.
Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. Alexis Black has it. Top of the key, now moves to the left wing. Now drives the lane. To the left block, she's fouled. It's no good. But she's going to go to the free throw line with a chance to bring this game within 1. Fordham into the bonus. NJIT with no more fouls to give.
Tucker, if I could say right there that if I felt like the entire crowd was going to erupt if that ball went in, the roof on this place might have exploded off because of how it went from quiet to just hope, and then these 2 foul shots, just a very big deal for Alexis Black here.
Makes the first.
That is her 7th of 8 for tonight. She's been doing a very good job for this Fordham team. She might have a 30-burger by the end of the night.
Black at 27 points now. Her second free throw is good.
Mark at 28, Tucker.
75-74, 1:23 to go. Inbound, press, Thuniga is fouled by Ornella Niankin. The press finally causes a foul. against the Fordham Rams. NJIT into the bonus now, so both teams, if they foul, will send their opponents to the line. But Fordham now in a 1-point game, they're in the scenario where they can intentionally foul, and it will still be within reach on the other end if they can put up a 3. However, it is still on Alejandra Zuniga here at the free throw line to knock these down for NJIT. She's not been to the stripe yet tonight. She hits the first.
65% free throw shooter last year in her career. She can do these things well. She's poised at it, Tucker. This shot can bring them up by 3.
Second shot is good, 77-74, minute 20 to go. Fordham pushing the pace. Mason Hill, now Alexis Black. Gets it to Wilson Saltos. Wilson Saltos sets a screen. Now it's Alexis Black again. Alexis Black moves in for the midi. That's no good. Rebounded by NJIT. Zuniga has it. She's going to slow it down. Clock under a minute now. Mason Hill guarding Zuniga at the center court logo on the script R of the Fordham. Hill still guarding her up that high. Zuniga drives the lane. She's blocked, but a foul is called late after Zuniga hits the floor. That's the third call in this fourth quarter that's gone against the Fordham Rams.
Tucker, that was the most questionable call. That was all ball right there. That was a questionable call from the referees. The third one of the night, and giving NJIT 2 more free throw shots, 1 more free throw shot. That was all ball from my perspective. I'm not sure what the referee was seeing there.
Kurt, I'm not just being a homer, I promise.
I'm not being a homer either, Tucker. That was all ball.
That's the third, as she makes the first, that's the third call in this quarter that has been at least remotely questionable, but I agree. That one was the most questionable. Clearly a block before she hit the floor, but regardless, the foul was called, likely due to how hard she hit the floor. Very similar to the charge that happened right in front of us, Kurt, as she hits both, and it's now a 5-point game with 44.8 to go.
Yet again, when you were talking about that, physicality is the thing that we've been talking about in this game so much. And if you're going to call a physical basketball game, you got to call that for the entirety of the 48 minutes. That is what you need to do. And if someone's going to hit the ground hard, make sure you're looking if the ball is getting touched by their hands, not if they're hitting the ground hard. And that is what the referee's probably discussing over right now. All ball on that possession. Another questionable shot. Fordham needs to score quickly here and then get back down. I don't think the intentional foul is in play right now, Tucker. I wouldn't do that if I was Fordham just yet. But if it has to come down to that, it has to come down to that.
Well, we're about to find out, Kurt. It's been a tumultuous evening, to say the least, both for the Fordham Rams and for our broadcast team. One more time, I want to apologize for the technical difficulties in the first half, but now the inbound, 45 seconds to go. Into the corner for Alexis Black. Her 3 is no good, off the left iron, and it's rebounded now by NJIT. Fordham has to press or perhaps foul. Easily pokes it away from Zuniga.
From my perspective there, Tucker,
it looked like Zuniga tried to grab that ball but let it go out of bounds, and then the call is that it's still NJIT's ball. Fordham's bench is livid right now. They want a review. Bridgette Mitchell asking Karen Easley if she touched it.
Looks like we might be getting a coach's challenge.
And I believe they may have just called a timeout for Bridgette Mitchell because she was standing on the court trying to talk to Karen Easley.
I think that is.
No, NJIT calls the timeout.
I think
because they have possession.
Yes, they have possession, but it looked like from my perspective that the ref was talking to Coach Bridgette Mitchell about potentially challenging that. Trying to listen to the referees here. Not able to hear them because of the music that we're hearing right now.
Referees tonight are Timothy Bryant, Michael Barber, and Ashley Rivera, the crew of 3.
Ashley Rivera standing in front of our table right now. Quick timeout for NJIT, talking over maybe trying to get another play up. They need either a quick shot to go here or to figure out and make sure that they can get the foul shots to go in. They're trying to get up.
Allison Cannon inbounding right in front of our table, and she gets it to Gingrich. Gingrich going to drive in and now take it outside the arc again. 24 seconds on the game clock as Alexis Black is going to intentionally foul Allison Cannon, send her to the line. If she hits one of these, Kurt, it could be too little too late, although it is still a 6-point game at that point. But if she hits both, then things really start to get out of hand.
Allison Cannon, no free throw shots on today's game. But if you're Fordham, this is not a situation that you want to be in. These aren't times that you can really, you don't want to have to come and play back to your opponent. And you want to be up and do these things. And that's probably what Coach Bridgette Mitchell, as she hits 2 and calls a timeout, that's probably going to be the dagger, Tucker, with 21 seconds. But if anything for tonight has shown that this game can really go anywhere, and Fordham is able to have the poise to do it. So we will see.
We'll see indeed, but we're going to keep it right here during the timeout with 21.8 left on the clock. It is a 7-point deficit for the Fordham Rams, and it has been quite the battle, Kurt. Fordham having to fight from behind again, just like the Adelphi game. But the main difference between Adelphi and NJIT between these two games is that NJIT has been lethal from downtown, and they've just continued to build on top of the lead that they were already able to develop, shooting all those threes in the first half and in the start of the third quarter.
NJIT seeing those three-pointers go in because they knew what Fordham's plan was going to be during this game, was trying to shut down the paint for NJIT. But what happened at the end of the day was they had those open threes, and NJIT is not afraid to take a big three-point shot, showing right there that they take those shots and hitting a lot of them. Another person, just Olivia Kulik, has been stellar for NJIT today, 5 for 6, and that is a big reason why NJIT is in the situation they are right now, hitting all those shots, because Kulik has been so poised in hitting them. Fordham needs some quick offense right now.
Fordham inbounding. Cross-court feed for Lucretia Edwards. Her three is short, off the rim and out of bounds. And so it'll be NJIT's ball with 18.2 to play in the fourth quarter.
Fordham will employ the press after the timeout for NJIT.
Yeah, Mike Lane calls timeout again. He is now out of timeouts, but as are the Fordham Rams, so there'll be no more stoppages in this one except by the officials.
The only thing you can hope for right now, Tucker, if you're Fordham, is to try to get a quick turnover on the press that you have been employing, which has been working a little bit, but this NJIT team has been very good at breaking it as well. So this is going to be tough for Fordham. But with 18 seconds left to go, trying to make up some points, while it might not be possible in this game, there is some very good takeaways from this Fordham game, is the pressure that they were able to add to NJIT, the poise that they will be coming away from this game at. But the thing is, again, Tucker, 20 turnovers, 24 against Adelphi. You have to make sure that you're taking care of the ball. Rebounds, another thing, 37 for NJIT. While they are the taller squad at the end of the day, NJIT and Fordham, a very physical team, have to get into the paint just a little bit more to get their free throw shots.
Oddly enough, Kurt, both teams have the same number of turnovers, but I think because Fordham has the same number of turnovers as NJIT, they haven't been able to take as much advantage of their turnovers. However, they actually have, because Fordham is leading the points off of turnovers in this game, 26-10.
Well, Fordham has also been able to turn the ball over a lot more in the fourth and the third quarter and profit off of those turnovers that NJIT has been giving them.
Allison Cannon looking for the inbound. She finds Thuniga, because who else? And she's going to be fouled by Karen Easley. And I believe Easley may have caught a bit of Thuniga's hair there as she kind of lurched to the left after that foul.
You were showing me Tucker next to us, but to describe to the viewers, kind of like a throwing her elbow back, it seemed like, just a little bit.
Yeah, almost like it looked like she was like trying to stretch her shoulder out or something, but then afterwards she fixed her ponytail a little bit. As she hits the first free throw, it's 82-74 with 15.7 to go in the fourth quarter. Thuniga putting this one away at the line, and she misses the second, though, as Alexis Black has it now for the Rams across the tie line, guarded by Cannon. She goes up through 4 defenders. That's no good. Gets her own board and puts it in. Alexis Black for the 30 bomb. Karen Easley steals the inbound. Alexis Black has it again. She passes to Lucretia Edwards. That too is good. 1.5 to go inbound, and that is the ball game. Fordham got it back to within 4, but it was too little too late. And the final in this one is going to be 82-78. And Kurt, all I can think about is that 11-point run in the fourth quarter that pretty much was the difference between Fordham being close enough to get back into this game before NJIT was able to leak away again.
That's a credit to Alexis Black as well as Emma Wilson-Saltos, the other person leading scorer, 11 points. I know we didn't talk about her a lot today, but the two captains, Emma Wilson-Saltos and Alexis Black, doing what they do best, and that's taking over the game, showing their poise and doing so well at it. Fordham able to make a run back. It's just tough when you're already down at the time that Fordham was, but you know, this is something to take away from Fordham. You don't want to play from behind. You always want to play forward and trying to take a lead. This NJIT team just very poised. This is the first time they're starting 2-0 on the season since 2023, Tucker. This NJIT team showing a lot of poise with their ability to come back in the game as well as keep a lead. This is what happens when you have 11 players and the continuity that you gain from that.
I was going to say, Kurt, it comes down to the experience as well. The team, both the experience playing basketball and the experience shared as a squad.
The chemistry that NJIT is able to put together is just, you can see how good it has been. Mike Lane, who has been coaching the squad for so long, this is just what it is for NJIT, and is why they had the type of win that they did today. Fordham, after those questionable calls, you cannot blame refereeing at the end of the day. Fordham has to be able to play up to their standards the entire game.
As we take a look one more time to the box score before we say so long, 30 points for Alexis Black on 9 for 22 shooting for the Fordham Rams, 8 for 9 from the stripe and 4 for 8 from three-point land. She played 30 minutes tonight and scored about a point a minute for the Fordham Rams in an explosive performance after her 14-point night against Adelphi. Meanwhile, Emma Wilson-Saltos was the second leading scorer for the Rams with 11 on 5 for 9 shooting. Plenty of scoring out of this NJIT squad, though. The leader was Olivia Kulik, who went 10 for 12, so efficient from the field, 5 for 6 from 3.
This is also, Tucker, something to mention. Alexis Black's new career high, 24 points that she had as her career high as a freshman against Marshall at Appalachia State. Now with 30 points, her new career high, and her new career high as a Fordham Ram. Impressive stuff for Alexis Black. Good stuff from the Fordham Rams, just not resulting in a W, but a bounce back sure to come soon.
Yeah, Gingrich had 16 for NJIT. Alejandra Zuniga eventually got her stats up to 12 points, but she was doing everything else but scoring up until that fourth quarter. She was 5 for 6 from the stripe, but she also had 6 rebounds and 7 assists, standing at just 5'6". Unbelievable game. Fordham nearly got all the way back, but we have to say so long from the Rose Hill Gym because there's another game coming in after this, Kurt.
Men's basketball, Tucker,
against the Fordham basketball doubleheader against who, Kurt?
The Fordham basketball doubleheader against
Mount St. Mary's College.
Yes.
That's the one.
D3 team against Fordham.
Fordham men's basketball playing Mount St. Mary's College after this one in just under a half an hour. Once again, the Fordham women's basketball Rams falling to the NJIT Highlanders by a final of 82-78. Fordham's next game is going to come on the road Sunday, November 16th at 2 p.m. at Buffalo. But that's going to do it from the Rose Hill Gym for now. Come back in 30 minutes and we'll have men's basketball right here on WFUV Sports on YouTube as well as on 90.7 FM. For Kurt Sippel, I have been Tucker Austin saying so long for
On and off the gridiron for the biggest sports league in the world. Every week on Spotify, Apple, and wherever you get your podcast.
Can the Eagles repeat?
Will the Jets or Giants finally take a leap?
What's Shadur up to?
All of that and more on NFL Friday on WFUV Sports.
Back here at the historic Rose Hill Gym, just moments away from tip-off. You're in the Bronx. Fordham Rams, as we said, trying to bounce back from their Tuesday defeat over NJIT. NJIT coming in to the Bronx, getting a victory on their opening night and stunning the Fordham Rams. Fordham Rams trying to get back on track. Coach Magpio going into his second game of his tenure. And Joe, he wants a lot different of a result tonight.
He does, and it's going to start. How about this with the starting lineup? We just saw Abbas Bodija get introduced for his first collegiate start, a redshirt freshman who did not play last year at UC Riverside. He makes the cross-country trek with Mac Magpio